Hello everybody, my name is Andres Trillo and I'm the Global Head of HR. I'm originally from Chile, from northern Patagonia, a city called Valdivia. Oh, that's a long story, but to make it short, I came to school for an exchange program to Washington, D.C. I wanted to be in the U.S., went to live in Chicago for a while, and that was very cold. So I had the opportunity to visit some friends in San Francisco, and then the rest was history. I think I found California very similar to Chile in terms of the climate and the Mediterranean kind of lifestyle, and the fact that you have a diverse geography and was a lot to see, to explore, with a lot better weather than Chicago for sure. By coincidence, I don't think anybody or very few people can say, I want to do HR as a profession. I started actually my career in finance. Then I work in supply chain, and I work also, when I was involved in finance, I was exposed to a lot of aspects of HR. I had a legal background, and I was handling a lot of HR operations in the supply chain, but also in finance. And then gradually I migrated toward more HR because I thought in general management, you manage finances, people, and operations. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to be exposed to working with people, and I like people. So that's how I started in HR. I work in high tech first, from 1997 until the boom of the dot-com. And I always thought, at that point I have a crisis point, that if you can explain what you do for a living in more than one sentence, maybe it's not that meaningful. So I wanted to go back to something more meaningful and be closer to agricultural areas where I grew up. When you grow in where you work in agriculture, you're not going to end up living in New York City or in Chicago. You're going to end up in the Patagonia places of the world, or the Davis or Woodland places of the world, and that comes with a lifestyle. The favorite part is the people and the international aspect and the diversity of all the work and activities we do, and getting to see how the seed moves around the world and the customers that we serve. I think for me it's the people, the culture, the energy, the engagement, and the commitment that everybody has for what we do, what is around people, product, and the growers and the farmers. That after COVID, we go back to getting more together and have this connectivity and the fabric as teams that I think we lost a little bit with the last 2+ years of COVID. That's a deep question. I think that what you do needs to have a broader meaning, and you spend a lot of time working, and work is an important part of your lives. So working for something that you believe in and you're happy with is very important. I can a lot of the vegetables, so I can the chiles every year. My wife taught me, so I participate in that. But also I froze a lot of the tomatoes and I make different salsas and different tomato sauces for pizza or for spaghetti, and use them throughout the year. I also love the melons and the watermelons, but when they're in season. That maybe when I was younger, I used to write, and I would write poetry, and I won few prizes on that. I will advise them to try it and explore different things and not just HR. But if they like people, if they like the variety of things, because HR is never the same, because people are very different. So it's to explore, and if they have an affinity to deal with diverse type of situations, with people, with teams, and with operations and business, explore the field of HR and see if that's something that they enjoy and they like. I came to HR and my plan was to stay for a small period of time, and it's been a long tenure since that point.